A premiere night in the ballroom always buzzes with excitement, a unique energy that fills the air and electrifies everyone present. The anticipation is almost tangible, as if the walls themselves are holding their breath, waiting for the magic to unfold. The audience, the judges, the crew, everyone knows that something special is about to happen. But this time, anticipation was off the charts. There was a different kind of electricity, a sense that tonight would be remembered for years to come. Fans lined up outside hours before the doors opened, buzzing with rumors and excitement about who would take the stage. The lights dimmed, music swelled, and all eyes were on Corey Feldman, a true Hollywood icon stepping onto the Dancing with the Stars stage. For a moment, time seemed to pause as the spotlight found him, illuminating not just a performer, but a legend returning to the public eye. For many, it was a nostalgic thrill, a reminder of the adventures and stories that shaped our childhoods. Corey's films and music have been woven into the fabric of pop culture, and seeing him here brought back a flood of memories, of laughter, of growing up, of believing in the impossible. Corey's journey here hasn't been easy, but joining season 34 is a bold new chapter for him. He's faced challenges both in the spotlight and behind the scenes, and tonight, he's chosen to step forward with courage, determination, and a willingness to be vulnerable in front of millions. Dancing is vulnerable, and Corey embraced it fully, eager to show a new side of himself. He spent countless hours in rehearsal, pushing past nerves and self-doubt, determined to prove that he could shine in a whole new arena. Every step, every turn, was a leap of faith. Partnered with Jenna Johnson, he was ready to dive in, not just for perfect scores, but for personal growth. Together, they built a partnership based on trust, creativity, and mutual respect, supporting each other through every challenge and celebrating every small victory along the way. As Alfonso Ribeiro and I introduced him, the audience's applause was thunderous, a clear sign of support. The cheers echoed through the ballroom, a wave of encouragement that seemed to lift Corey's spirits and remind him that he wasn't alone on this journey. Corey's eyes shone with emotion as he took his place, ready to trade the rock stage for the ballroom. You could see the mix of nerves and excitement on his face, the weight of the moment settling in as he prepared to share his story through dance. This wasn't just another performance, it was the start of something new. For Corey, it was a chance to reinvent himself, to connect with fans old and new, and to prove that it's never too late to chase a dream. Everyone in the room, and at home, was ready to join him for the ride. Families gathered around their TVs, friends texted in excitement, and social media lit up with messages of support and anticipation. The stage was set for a memorable debut, and as the music began, we all knew we were witnessing the beginning of a remarkable new chapter in Corey Feldman's story. The first notes of "It's Still Rock and Roll to Me" hit the air, and the ballroom was instantly transformed. The familiar melody, usually reserved for rock concerts, now pulsed through the grand hall, setting the stage for something truly unexpected. Corey and Jenna didn't just walk onto the floor. They exploded onto it, their energy radiating outwards and drawing every eye in the room. The anticipation was electric, as if everyone sensed they were about to witness something special. Corey, dressed in a dazzling black and red ensemble that shimmered under the spotlights, looked every bit the rock star. His confidence was palpable, and he brought a bold, magnetic charisma to the tango that set him apart from the other dancers. He wasn't just dancing, he was performing, pouring his heart into every step, every gesture. With each dramatic movement, he commanded the audience's attention, making it impossible to look away. Jenna's choreography was fierce and demanding, pushing Corey to his limits. But he rose to the challenge, matching her intensity with sharp turns, bold poses, and a determination that was written all over his face. The chemistry between Corey and Jenna was undeniable. Their movements told a story, not just of passion, but of playful rivalry and mutual respect. Every glance, every touch was charged with energy, making their performance feel alive and spontaneous. Corey's dedication was clear in every step. He moved with a sense of purpose and pure joy, and the audience couldn't help but clap along, swept up in the infectious spirit of the performance. Sure, there were a few rough edges, some steps weren't textbook perfect, but that only made it more real. What mattered was the heart behind every move, the genuine connection between the dancers, and the sheer entertainment they brought to the stage. As the music built to its final crescendo, Corey and Jenna struck a dramatic pose that brought the entire room to its feet. The applause was thunderous, echoing through the ballroom and sealing their performance as a true showstopper. Corey stood center stage, breathless and beaming, the adrenaline still coursing through him. In that moment, he knew he'd conquered not just the dance, but the pressure of performing live in front of a packed house. The judges' scores suddenly felt irrelevant. What mattered was the standing ovation, the cheers, and the knowledge that he'd won over the entire room with his spirit and authenticity. That night, rock and roll didn't just visit the ballroom, it found a new home there, forever changing the way the tango could be told. After the cheers faded, a hush settled over the theater, the kind of silence that hangs in the air just before something important is about to happen. The energy shifted from celebration to anticipation as everyone waited to hear what the judges would say. Corey and Jenna, still catching their breath from the performance, stood center stage facing the judges' table. Their hearts pounded, not just from the dance, but from the weight of the moment. With Carrie-Anne Inaba out for the evening, the responsibility of critique fell to Derek Hough and Bruno Tonioli, two judges known for their passion and candor. The room seemed to lean in, eager for their verdict. Bruno, ever the showman, couldn't help but light up the room. He dubbed Corey Tango Jackson, a playful nod to Corey's infectious energy and stage presence. His words were full of excitement, and he praised Corey's ability to entertain and command attention. Bruno loved the fun and personality that Corey brought to the floor, highlighting how the performance made the audience smile and cheer. But, as always, he balanced his praise with honesty. Bruno noted that while Corey's charisma was undeniable, his frame and footwork still needed refinement. The technical side, he said, was just as important as the showmanship. Derek echoed Bruno's praise, commending Corey for his entertainment value and the genuine connection he made with the audience. Derek's smile showed he was impressed by Corey's ability to draw people in. But as a technical judge, Derek's eye was sharp. He pointed out issues with Corey's posture, emphasizing that great dancing is built on strong fundamentals. Derek urged Corey to keep his chest up and shoulders back, demonstrating the proper stance and reminding him that attention to detail could elevate his performance to the next level. Both judges saw real potential in Corey. They made it clear. The fun and personality were there in abundance, but the technical skills needed to catch up for him to truly shine. Their critiques were honest but encouraging, offering Corey not just feedback, but a roadmap for growth. They wanted him to succeed, and their advice was meant to help him get there. The message was clear: keep the spirit alive, but focus on sharpening those skills. Improvement was possible, and the judges believed in his ability to rise to the challenge. Corey listened intently, absorbing every word, determined to take their advice to heart. He knew this was a turning point, a chance to prove himself not just as an entertainer, but as a dancer. The judges' feedback didn't just end the night. It set the stage for Corey's next big challenge. The anticipation in the room grew, as everyone wondered how he would respond. For Corey, the journey was just beginning, and the next chapter promised even more excitement, growth, and surprises. Then came the scores. Bruno gave a 5, a fair nod to Corey's energy but technical flaws. Derek held up a 4, the lowest of the night, and the room erupted in boos. The audience's reaction was immediate and passionate. They felt Corey deserved more. Bruno tried to calm the crowd, but the support for Corey was overwhelming. Corey and Jenna's total 9 out of 20, tying them for last place. It was a tough result, but the audience's cheers sent a different message. On this show, the judges' numbers are only part of the story. The crowd's voice matters just as much. This clash between technical critique and emotional connection became the night's biggest talking point. Corey's performance had clearly struck a chord. The leaderboard didn't tell the whole story. The audience had his back. The judges' focus on posture hit home for Corey in a deeply personal way. In our post-dance chat, Corey revealed he's battled scoliosis his whole life. Maintaining perfect posture isn't just a dance challenge, it's a lifelong struggle. The audience, once booing, grew silent with respect. Corey explained that training for the show is like physical therapy, helping him fight his condition. He didn't use it as an excuse, but as motivation to improve. Every rehearsal is a step forward in his health journey. His honesty transformed him from contestant to underdog hero. Now his fight is about more than the mirror ball. It's about overcoming real obstacles. The crowd's support deepened, cheering him on in every sense. Getting the lowest score could have crushed Corey, but his response was pure class. He met the judges' critiques with a smile, listening and nodding in understanding. No excuses, no defensiveness, just gratitude for the opportunity. Corey told the camera he agreed with the feedback and was ready to work harder. He saw criticism as a roadmap, not a setback. His positive attitude was a lesson for everyone. Growth comes from challenge. Corey thanked Jenna and the audience, his energy never fading. He turned adversity into motivation, eager to improve for week 2. His resilience inspired the cast and viewers alike. Corey left the floor not defeated, but determined. He showed that true victory is in the effort and the willingness to learn. That night he became a true contender. Amid the drama, there were moments of pure joy. Like Corey's interview with Alfonso and me, they reminisced about filming a 1984 Pepsi commercial with Michael Jackson. The audience loved this nostalgic connection, seeing two stars share a piece of pop culture history. Corey's easy laughter and camaraderie with Alfonso showed his fun, relaxed side. It was a reminder of his long, storied career and his place in the entertainment family. These moments make the live show special, building bonds beyond the competition. Corey's journey has come full circle, from sharing a set with the King of Pop to dancing on TV's biggest stage. It was a heartwarming highlight in a night of high emotions. The judges' scores put Corey at the bottom, but the audience told a different story. Their boos were a powerful show of support, lifting Corey's spirits. This season, audience votes are more crucial than ever, with a double elimination looming. The judges' numbers are only half the equation. The fans decide the rest. Corey's story and performance sparked a surge in engagement and votes. A passionate fan base can change everything. The people moved by his journey now have the power to keep him in the competition. Dancing with the Stars is a democracy of dance, and Corey's fate is in the viewers' hands. The support he received was just the beginning. The people can keep his inspiring journey alive. As the premiere ended, one thing was clear: Corey Feldman's journey is just getting started. Landing at the bottom is tough, but it's the perfect setup for a comeback. Corey's resilience and heart have already won over fans. Next week's double elimination raises the stakes, but he's ready to work harder. With Jenna's guidance and the audience's support, his potential is limitless. This competition is a marathon, and the lowest score is just the beginning. Corey's story is about courage, growth, and never giving up. He left the floor with his head high, ready for the next challenge. The tango was just the start. We'll all be watching, cheering him on every step. The best of Corey Feldman's story is yet to come.